Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Mic check, mic check. Hope everyone's doing well. Hope everyone's doing swell. Bear with me for a moment while I set up the final result prediction poll. But we have West Ham versus Aston Villa. I'll read out the lineups in just a second. Lineups are as follows. For West Ham at home, Julien Lopetegui, his first match as West Ham manager. David Moyes sacked at the end of last season, of course, in a 4-2-3-1. Areola, Kufal, Kilman, I should say, Mavropanos, Emerson, Suchek, Rodriguez, Bowen, Kudus, Paqueta, and Mikel Antonio. And Aston Villa also in a 4-2-3-1. Martinez, Digne, Torres, Konsa, Cash, Tielemans, Onana, McGinn, Rogers, Bailey, and Watkins. Moussa Diaby, of course, sold to Saudi Arabia. Big kind of money move for them. Douglas Luiz also sold to Juventus in another big money move that has financed some big kind of purchases. Onana for Aston Villa is a big kind of player to get. Let me find chat. Where's chat? Chat on. Kickoff is just a second away. And we are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I paused it by accident. Let me just sync up the times. Nope. There we go. Perfectly synced up. I'm going to get the final result prediction poll going, and we will be well and truly underway. Final result prediction poll. West Ham win. Villa win. Final result prediction poll is live, ladies and gentlemen. Feel free to vote. Here, West Ham clear it for a throw-in, it looks like, possibly near the corner flag. I'm going to go tweet my link to the stream on Twitter. Feel free to interact with that if you want. Shout out TikTok. If you're on TikTok, feel free to check me out on YouTube at Sideline Sedo. Same username as on TikTok. Here, Villa are really starting to push the pace, but West Ham intercept Tufal, driving forward. Bowen picks up the ball. Outside the boot pass. Antonio the target, but good interception by Ezri Konsa. See this replay here of the corner. Ooh, Kudus kind of goes up to contest the ball, a shout for a penalty. We've seen a few of these moments so far this season in the Premier League where there's, this contact that they allow, a certain degree of physical contact where it's like, permissible. It like their Kudus was clearly going for the ball, so it seems like the ref just said whatever, like he didn't mean it. Villa fans will maybe feel immediately that that should be closer to a penalty shout. You're entitled to that opinion, I believe. But we'll see how things progress. That is a foul, though, most certainly. I think advantage has been given, but the ref has blown the whistle as there has been a foul there on Morgan Rogers, I believe. Oops. Here is a corner for Aston Villa. Yuri Tillman set to take this corner. In swinger. And it's a goal. Wow. Amadou Onana debut day goal. Out of nothing. Not really out of nothing. I mean, it was a, let's be real. It was very much a fantastic delivery from one Belgian to another. There, Amadou Onana with a big goal. He hits the watch celebration. That's pretty cold, brother. Let's see this again. Antonio's marking him. He loses him so easily. And dude, no one's stopping him. Good Lord. Wow, wow, wow. What a start for life at Villa. Not at Villa Park, because they're not quite there. They're at the West Ham Stadium. But, what a start for life at Aston Villa for Amadou Onana. What a really good debut this could be for him. Hi, says Nick Fadley. Brighton results are unexpected top of the table. West Ham 2, Villa 3. Yeah. Brighton, you a Brighton fan, Nick? Brighton had a really good start to their season. 3-0 away from home against Everton. Arsenal 2-0 against Wolves. Newcastle 1-0 against Southampton. And then a 1-1 draw between Forest and Bournemouth to round it out the fixtures that I missed while I record my Liverpool reaction. A good start for Fabian Hürzeler at Brighton. Ikuba Mente injured, though. That's rough. West Ham 2, Villa 3. That's a good shout. I could see this game being something like that. This has potential to be like not really the. It's gonna be tough to be the standout when Chelsea City is tomorrow. Those are two sides I think everyone in the league is like curious to see how things progress with. And I mean, City has literally been the best team over the last however many years, decade or so. So tough to really compete with that. But what are you gonna do? Here's a long throw by. Ooh, Villa are winless in the last 9 meetings against West Ham away from home. It's a big bit of information to carry for the rest of the game. I mean, I would imagine that the Villa players know outright, just based on experience, but also, there's reason to believe that this version of Villa is maybe the best version of Villa I've seen in my lifetime. Here, Bailey just kind of pulling back on Mohamed Kudus. Kudus set to have a great season, according to a lot of people. Bailey picking up a yellow card here in the just before the 8th minute mark. But, I think to some extent Kudus is going to have one of the best seasons in the league. He just fits the league so well, and he's played really, really well over the last season or so. And I think under Lopetegui, they could really activate. Here, a long switch of play, trying to target Kudus. Kudus manages to get to it, and he stays up, and he's up against Matty Cash. It's a foul. Oh, no way. Lucas Paqueta's losing it. Paqueta, bro, don't try to get another yellow card. Steady, bro. He doesn't have one right now, but it was regardless. Here, West Ham have won a free kick in a decent spot. It's going to be interesting to see how life kind of shapes up here for West Ham with this delivery. Cross in over everyone's head. Not the best deliveries whatsoever. Here, Rodriguez playing for West Ham. I believe this is debut. Where is he at before this? Real Betis. So he was there for, gosh, like 5 seasons. So we'll see how he, how he fits in the Premier League. Will he be a good kind of, will he have a good transition season? He's not that young. He's 30, so you're expecting he's going to start impacting the squad immediately. Similar to someone like Wataru Endo signed by Liverpool last season. Endo, fantastic player, but Wataru Endo will bring what he brings because at that age, players have their certain skill set, and you could maybe get better. Oh, here, Villa getting forward. Oh, decent shot. I believe that was Morgan Rogers. He collects his own shot on the rebound after Areola saves it. Here, cross in. Oof. It's caught comfortably by Areola this time. But good kind of dribbling and movement there by Morgan Rogers. He's been solid over the last 8 months or so. I mean, at the end of last season, he was playing really well for Villa. And now I think he's really at that role. I think that's kind of helped Villa come to terms with maybe selling someone like Moussa Diaby, even after just having him for a season. It's the thought that you have like a ready-made replacement here with Morgan Rogers. So, credit to Villa for picking him up earlier this year. Very, very smart acquisition. And here, West Ham are having a lot of long switches of play, lots of diagonals, trying to kind of break through Villa's formation and shape, but thus far it's led to a lot of turnovers, a lot of losses of possession. So I think West Ham have to try to figure out something else. No offense to Mikel Antonio, but he's going to have to really start. I mean, at 34 years old, he's a fantastic player. He's a legend for West Ham, I think. I would imagine, in the eyes of some fans. I'm not a West Ham fan, just as a heads up. But that being said, he is the type of player who has just played so well at his club for so long that he's going to have that spot. But you look at the likes of Fulkrug on the bench, Somerville on the bench, those guys coming in that front three, Bowen, Kudus, definitely kind of vying for those other 2 spots. It's going to be interesting to see here. Pau Torres driving forward. Good play towards Luca Digne. Digne is trying to cross it, but he stops and lays it off to McGinn. Here, Torres with a bit of a weird cross at that angle. Gets headed away immediately. McGinn now gets it to Yuri Tielemans. Amadou Onana now. The goal scorer, I should say. 2 fall. Some decent play here for Villa. Not 2 fall. That was Cash, my bad. Konsa lifts this pass towards Leon Bailey. Bailey plays in the pass towards Watkins. Watkins trying to run in behind, but West Ham deal with it well. West Ham have Jean-Claire Todibo. I believe he's only on loan this season, but he's in from Nice, who is a really good option to have at the back. They decided to start with Mavropanos, who did they sign him? Yeah, they signed him last season, and then they signed Kilman this season from Wolves. This is Kilman's debut for West Ham. Unable to keep a clean sheet. Definitely, he's definitely going to feel a little hard done by that, but I feel like for the fee, they definitely, like, he's not a bad player, but they might have overspent on that one. If I were to kind of put a label to it. But here, Villa trying to continuously mount this attack. Zufal manages to clear it, only to go out for a Villa throw. Now Digne set to take. So far, let's take a look at these stats. Villa at 53%, with 47% possession for West Ham. Header away by West Ham after this throw. Villa's lost the last 3 of their Premier League season openers. So 3 years running now. We know how it went last season. The 5-0 loss to Newcastle. Sandro Tonali scoring on his debut. Here's a pretty big foul on Bailey, who goes down, and Villa take it quickly. Oh no! Watkins just stumbled across his feet, and there's a Villa player down, but West Ham aren't going to stop this, I don't think. They're going forward on the counter. West Ham. Antonio, man, not the best of crosses. Name a football player for an edit. Oh man, that's a good question. I'm gonna have to go with Jakub Blaszczykowski. I don't think he's still in chat. Sorry, mate. That was on TikTok. I got to figure out a way to see both of these easier. Because I can only see the YouTube one pretty consistently. But stats regardless, XG, 0.64 XG for Villa. 3 shots in total, 2 on target, 1 big chance created. West Ham 0.08 XG, only a single shot, not on target. Passing so far, 92% for Villa, 80% for West Ham. Cars editing, welcome. So far, Premier League table, I'm going to go take a little peek at it. Brighton, top of the league. Arsenal, Liverpool tied second with goal difference of 2-0. Then everybody else below them still got some other sides left to play. Brentford, Palace, City, Chelsea, Tottenham, Leicester. And is that it? It's just those guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Zufal chasing that cross in the box, but Emi Martinez does well to deal with it. Not too bad from the World Cup winning goalie. Known, obviously, for his many antics and general shithousery. Won Copa America with Argentina this summer as well. Coming off the back of that, that is a, obviously big feat for him, adding to his trophy cabinet even more. I mean, he's like Messi's bodyguard. We all know how it goes. But regardless, Villa are mounting an attack here. Digne receives the ball near the center circle. Here, Tielemans does well. Tielemans been doing pretty good. He's gotten assists. He's been kind of like a metronome in midfield for them. And we've seen, to a certain degree, we've seen John McGinn kind of shifting a bit more forward as the more advanced option alongside Morgan Rogers. And Villa are doing well. Here, Cash can't get on the end of a pass there from Bailey. It's a nice effort from Leon Bailey to, nice thought at least I should say, to try to get some kind of momentum there. But this was a really good set piece by, wow, just no one was gonna get there. Set piece coach, I think, that Onana just shook the hands of after his goal. It's pretty solid. Ooh, I thought there was a foul there based on how Bowen was moving, but no foul. Paqueta here to Bowen. Paqueta back to Bowen. West Ham are trying their hardest to win the ball off Onana here, but they can't do so. They foul him. Free kick to Villa. Bowen captaining West Ham today. First captain of the Julien Lopetegui era. Be interesting to see how that goes. Two shots on goal for Villa, none for West Ham. Here, West Ham's fighting for it, and Kudus is fouled repeatedly by Amadou Onana. Here, Mavropanos picks up the ball. West Ham lose it, and now Rogers on the counter for Villa. Driving forward. McGinn providing options on the left. He sends in a cross. Oh, it's headed away. Rogers controls it. Lays it off. Leon Bailey takes a shot. It's blocked. Paqueta heads it away. Oh, and that's a foul on Bowen. West Ham get a free kick here. Pretty solid start here today for Villa. Away from home, they're looking to win their first season opener in 3 seasons. If they lose today, it would be 4 seasons without a season opener win for Villa. I mean, listen, it doesn't really matter that much because they did well. Oh, sorry, chat. I just smacked you. I'm sorry, chat. I just smacked everybody in chat with my hand on the mic there. That was brutal. Hopefully nobody was listening with headphones, and if you did, my apologies sincerely. Here. Oh, Bailey! Oh my God, he hits the post! Are you serious, bro? That's an all-timer. That's an all-timer, and that's going up there with the Garnacho miss yesterday. Two absolute, he cuts onto his left. I mean, it's not the best angles. Let's be real. That Garnacho miss was way worse. But Bailey here gets it onto his left, and oh my God, he gets it. Oh, the thing is, he gets it over the defender, right? He manages to get it over the defender, but he's unable to. It just misses that near post that he was aiming for, which, I mean, crazy bit of effort, but didn't pay off. 10 goals, 9 assists, and 35 Premier League appearances last season for Leon Bailey. Not too bad of a return whatsoever. Could be higher. Most definitely could be higher, but, there's always a maybe with everything in life. So he's doing fine. I think that miss, though, is maybe something that can come back to bite Villa if West Ham can regain some control of this game. And here, Onana slowing down the game a bit, controlling possession, looking for a pass, finds Pau Torres. And there looks like someone has their hands on their knees. For Villa, it looked maybe like Matty Cash was not feeling the most comfortable. Yeah, there looks like there's some fatigue there for Matty Cash on the right-hand side already. It's a little confusing. Maybe he felt something. We'll see how it goes. Here, Luca Digne set to take this throw-in. Villa leading after 24 minutes. Pretty even, though, split. Could have been 2 had Leon Bailey put away that chance, but as of right now, it's only a single goal difference. So not the peachiest of scenarios for Villa, but definitely good. If they were to concede, I could see West Ham getting a lot of momentum, and then they have a lot of options and a lot of threats on the bench. I'm gonna do Onana. That looked really bad. He just kind of tumbled and fell on his neck almost. See a replay, Mikel Antonio versus him. He kind of lunges into him. Onana falls. Oh, yeah, Onana just he fell on his hand weirdly, and then immediately grabbed the back of his head. It wasn't quite his neck, but he was upside down. His head was going straight to the ground. That was a scary moment there. Oof. Villa letting this attack kind of fizzle out a bit here. Onana picks it up, though. Really good interception there. 7 points dropped from winning positions last season. Fewest in the Premier League. So Villa last season, once they took the lead, they were winning. Will that continue this season? We'll see. They have a lot of options. Like I said, Somerville's on the bench. They have Fulkrug, who's on the bench. Oof. On top of that, the starting lineup of Bowen, Kudus, West Ham are in a spot where they could very realistically turn it up a notch today, so to speak. Surprised Wan-Bissaka didn't start, but it's fine, I suppose, in the sense that Tufal has been the starter year on year now, and I think he's been a decent fullback. So you can't knock him. You can't really be in a spot where you're gonna just remove him like that, especially if you're coming in as Lopetegui. No matter how much you like Wan-Bissaka, maybe we see if Villa are struggling, he brings in someone like Wan-Bissaka for the last half hour, 45 minutes. There could also be, I could totally see Somerville coming in. If they're down, Somerville and Fulkrug should be minimums. Here, Luca Digne on the ball, looking for a pass, and he finds Pau Torres. Onana, center of the pitch, slowing it down a bit. Gets it to Cash. Bailey taking on Emerson. Morgan Rogers to Onana. Onana to Tielemans. outside the boot pass there by Pau Torres, an effort of some kind. And he tries to keep it in there, but goes out of play for a West Ham throw-in. Ooh. Header away there. Here, West Ham have a corner. They have some targets as well. Souček, Antonio. Oh, and a brave leap there by Emi Martinez. He comfortably catches it there. Looks like he kind of hurt himself as he landed, though. Holding his back a bit. Who do Villa have on the bench as a backup goalie? Where's Liam when I need him? Gauchi. Joe Gauchi. Where'd he play? Adelaide United. How many clean sheets to keep, pal? Dude, I need his stats. Clean sheets last season 2. Season before that 3. I mean, he's a young goalie. How tall is he? Can't get it. Read 6'4". So he's taller than Emi, I believe. No, Emi Martin is 6'5". Good lord. Okay, that's interesting. Yeah, so they have a 24-year-old backup goalie. Tielemans' feet kicked out from underneath him. Lucas Paqueta picks up a yellow card. Villa were winless in their final 4 Premier League matches last season, which, oof, not the best of fouls to give away for Paqueta there. Here we have Tielemans and Digne both standing atop this free kick. I could see Digne taking this left-footed delivery in. Seems pretty apt. Maybe Tielemans as well. It's Digne who takes it. It's to the back post, a header by Cash. Here's some clearance from West Ham. West Ham now near the center of the pitch with Mikel Antonio, who plays it forward, and Kudus is chasing it. A foul not given. Kudus on the ball still. West Ham trying to open up a chance here. Cross. This cross is blocked, and here Rogers picks it up for the counterattack. Morgan Rogers still. Rogers lays it off to Bailey. Bailey, some step overs. Tries to get this pass through to McGinn. McGinn takes the first shot. McGinn takes the second shot. McGinn misses. Good man. Man, oh man. If I'm a Villa fan, I'm getting nervous because, listen, this is a great play. It's really tidy. You could see Emery's vision coming to life, but you got to be burying these. You got to bury this, just like, who was it that missed that big chance for Villa? Bailey, he should have buried that too. I know it's tough, but opening day of the season, you get a chance that good, it's got to be going to the back of the net, especially away from home, especially with the record that Villa have had. This is giving West Ham are going to grow into this game vibes. That's just my vibe already. It's my thought process generally. Here, some good play. Here's some good play. Tielemans to McGinn. McGinn tries to find an outlet there, but he can't. And that's a tackle by Matty Cash. On Kudus. It's clean, though, and West Ham have a throw in here near the center of the pitch. Kilman to Mavropanos. Sufal receives the pass. Curious to see if there's any West Ham fans on how y'all are feeling about this current lineup. I feel like obviously you need a betting in process for some players, but I feel like even just having Jean-Claire Todibo and Wan-Bissaka at the start there would have provided a bit more control than, say, Mavropanos and Sufal. Either one of those two, I think, would have. I don't think either of them would have stopped Onana from scoring per se. I don't think there would be many changes that could stop that because Onana is one of the tallest outfield players on the pitch. Here's West Ham, though, trying to equalize. Player goes down. No penalty given. Oh, the ref, what is he saying? He says they're checking. Is it a penalty or is it not? Cash is like, mate, it's not. I'm begging you. West Ham, though, surrounding, trying to figure it out. Listen, man. Matty Cash just gave away a penalty clean and clear as day. Simple as that. You know, I think to an extent he's going to try to make it seem like obviously he didn't mean it, but there's that one angle, and if they end up playing that one angle in the VAR room, that is that. Get the other angle. Watch them get it on this angle. No, they need to get it from the opposite side. He's onside there, so that's not the issue. The issue isn't whether or not Souček is on or offside, because he's most certainly onside. But they're going to give it, I think. Yep. Penalty given. West Ham United. Going to have somebody go up to the penalty spot. Matty Cash gives away a penalty. Unai Emery sitting there, bemused, confused, unamused. Lucas Paqueta stepping up to the penalty spot up against Emi Martinez. Brazilian penalty taker versus an Argentinian goalie. Premier League Gameweek 1. This is what dreams are made of. Let's see what happens. Lucas Paqueta to take. Emi Martinez. Not too many shenanigans here. Paqueta walks up. Lucas Paqueta, short walk up, and he chips it in. Lucas Paqueta equalizes for West Ham. 1-1. Sends Emi Martinez the wrong way. And the game is truly open, ladies and gentlemen. This is huge. This is huge for this game. Nice penalty, mate. Nice penalty. Here's his celebration again. Lucas Paqueta. He looks genuinely relieved to have put that away. Obviously, gone through a lot in the last year, and God knows how that'll end up filling out his never a penalty in a million years. Yes. Bro, what? Mark, how is that not a penalty, bro? Here, Leon Bailey lifts this cross forward. Only goes so far as Alphonse Areola. Here, Mavropanos plays the pass forward. Seven shots for Villa, 3 for West Ham, 2 on target for Villa, 1 for West Ham. I think the 1 might even be the penalty. I don't know if that would count on the stat sheet like that. Here, Antonio on the ground, but never a pen. That one seemed like he was kind of trying to stumble into something there. Here, West Ham win back the ball in Villa's half. They're kicking it around, trying to get an opening. Wait. My God, I forgot these. There we go. But yeah, so far it's been a decent game. Seeing Mark Goldbridge saying that he thinks that wasn't a penalty. I mean, personally, mate. Oh, I think that was a pen. You can't just kind of put your legs between someone else's legs and kind of like drag them down with your momentum. Whether intentional or not, that's just a stupid decision for Matty Cash. No offense to him, but Matty Cash, not the best defender. Let's be real. He provides more to his game is more offensive than it is defensive. He's a far better attacker than he is a defender. He just kind of made an error there, I think. Oh, wow, that was almost an Olympico. Kudos here, heading it down. Penalty shots for handball potentially from some West Ham players. Across here, it's cleared. I don't think there was any actual handball there. If I'm not mistaken, West Ham have it near the center circle. The ref unsure what to do. He's kind of looking around. And Villa win back the ball. And here, Watkins tries to lift it, and that time takes a deflection. Areola comfortably catches it. Here's a long throw towards Mikel Antonio on the left wing. Antonio turns, gives it to Kudus. Kudus being marked by Cash. Two fall here with a long pass forward, and Emi Martinez comfortably catches it in his own box. I want to see a replay of those handball shots from the West Ham players. I don't think it was a penalty or handball based on the fact that we obviously haven't seen anything, but like everyone put their hand up. But it seems like they were just fishing for a pen, possibly. Two minutes until the end of the first half, plus some stoppage time. So we'll see how both sides approach the final few seconds and minutes of this game. Bro, what? I can't tell if Mark Goldbridge is joking. Zufall here with the cross. Header away. Bailey running the counter for Villa. Bailey opening up, takes the shot, tries to bend it into the left-hand corner, but fails. What the heck is this? That was the wildest tweet I've ever seen. Here, McGinn. Villa have a free kick here. 3 minutes of stoppage time for the first half. Villa wasted 3 big chances, then West Ham equalized. Are you a Villa fan or are you a West Ham fan, Nick? Nick Fadley on YouTube. Cross in by Digne. Back post headed away. Kudus trying to control it. Bailey tries his best. Now West Ham looking the counter, and Antonio holds it up really well. Advantage to West Ham. Pass forward. Konsa. Konsa and Bowen entangled there a bit. Oh, a push towards Watkins, but West Ham are able to hold on to the ball. Here, clearance and Villa. Fair, mate. Understandable. Here, Villa trying to get forward and not the best of touches there by Watkins. Emerson driving forward. Gets it to Kudus. McGinn over here on the left-hand side, almost playing like a left back for Villa as West Ham are switching their play. And Kudus to the back post, tries to bend in across, goes over everyone. Here, Emi Martinez set to take this goal kick, and I imagine after that, that'll be the final bit of, yep, no, didn't even take the goal kick. that is that for the first half of West Ham versus Aston Villa. Let me adjust that. So I'm going to look at some of the stats here a bit more in depth. Pull them up. So far, stats for the first half are, whoa, what was that? West Ham have 51% possession to Villa's 49%. 1.0 XG for West Ham to Villa's 1.11. 8 shots for Villa. West Ham have 5. 2 shots on target for both of them. 2 big chances for Villa, 1 for West Ham. 84% pass accuracy for Villa. 86% or 84% pass accuracy for West Ham. 86% pass accuracy for Villa. 2 corners for West Ham, 1 for Villa. But the one that Villa got, they scored from. So they made way more use out of those corners. So we'll see how it goes. I need to see how my fantasy Premier League is looking. Let's see what else. A yellow card for both sides. Let's see who was booked. Paqueta for West Ham and Bailey for Villa with bookings. I'm going to go look at my fantasy team. Dude, my team's going crazy right now. Oh, wow, yeah. This guy triple Captain Mazraoui. That's kind of insane. Yeah, okay, so I'm definitely not at like the top. Let's see. Damn, dude. Some of these guys are just everyone that's at the top's got triple captain first week is a thing. Mine's at like what, 57 right now? Points 56. Still have Palmer to play, Guehi to play, and Pedro Porro. Pickford let me down big time. Not gonna lie to you. Pickford let me down huge. Very upset about Jordan Pickford with that one. Was kind of banking on them not conceding, but they did. So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna tweet something here. Oh, why is this not working anymore? But so far, pretty even contest between both sides. I think that Lopetegui has done decent thus far with how West Ham have managed the game. But yeah, excited. How many minutes are we away from the second half? Let us see. 6 minutes and 51 seconds away. Want to go look through. I'm gonna go look at transfer marked real quick. The latest transfers. Let's see what's been happening. Yusuf Fofana joined AC Milan from Monaco. That stands out. Marash Kumbala left AS Roma on a loan to join Espanyol in La Liga. Hlojek was sold to Hoffenheim. I did not see that. Only a season's crazy. Ajax loan out Borna Sosa to Torino. Desiree Doué I know of. Wow. Some random ones here that are definitely random. This Yerba Mate is going crazy. I won't front. Leslie Ugochukwu left Chelsea to join Southampton on a loan. Boulaye Die, I should say, left Salernitana to join Lazio on a loan. Jesserun Raksaki joined Sheffield United on loan from Crystal Palace. Besides that, there's not like a ton that are sticking out here. I'm just kind of scrolling through. Of course, we know about Sammy Smojic. I always butcher his name, but Sammy left Blackburn to join Ipswich. Solid move there. Calvin Phillips joining Ipswich on loan as well. Latest rumors. Here we go. Evan Nilsson set to join Bournemouth. 95% likelihood according to them. Mikel Merino said join Arsenal. 77% on that. Nketiah linked to Nottingham Forest. 68% likelihood of happening. Ramon Sosa from CA Talares linked to Nottingham Forest. Barajan Gruda joined Brighton from Eintracht Frankfurt, and Julian Araujo joining Bournemouth from Barcelona. Julian Araujo, what position does he play? Looks like he is a right back. according to Transfermarkt. I'm just looking. You know, Darrow O'Shea linked to Brentford, 50% chance likelihood of happening. Billy Gilmore linked to Napoli, 62%. Yusuf Fofana not going to Man United. He just joined AC Milan. Zubimendi not happening to Liverpool. Sander Berge still linked to United at 79%. Carlos Forbes from Ajax to Wolves potentially. Mark Yehi still linked to Newcastle, but Lord knows if that'll happen. There's not like a lot more rumors. Dude, I just want Liverpool to sign someone. Wilson Odobert left Bournemouth to join Tottenham for 35 million euros. That's like, honestly, in my opinion, a big overpay. I mean, what do you do with that? You know, he didn't score a ton of goals last season. I don't particularly rate him. Divin Mubama linked to Man City. West Ham Academy prospect. Got 59 goals in 109 youth games. Ferdy Kadioglu linked to Brighton as well. That has been talked about a bit throughout the league, I feel like. And yeah, that's about where we're at with just general footy news. Should update this. I'm going to look at the final result prediction poll on YouTube, see how it's doing. 64% saying Villa win, 36% saying West Ham win. Currently, it's a draw. No one's voted for that. 0% for that at the moment in the poll. But what are you going to do? Very close. 15 seconds until kickoff, it says. Has Fab tweeted anything? Must have. Tweeted about the Mark Yehi deal. Kickoff is in just a moment. I could almost sense it. It's saying it's about to start on my phone, so I am anticipating it in just a second. Here we are, fastly approaching the second half of West Ham versus Aston Villa. Pretty stoked to see how it goes. Villa set to kick us off here. Just a second, and here we are. We are underway for the second half. I believe no subs for either side. And let me just sync the times, and we should be good. There we go. Matty Cash driving forward, loses possession. Emerson picks it up, tries to play the pass, but unable to there. Here, Villa trying to mount some pattern of play here, trying to get some momentum. Bailey twisting and turning. Bailey once again plays it inside. Oh, Bailey's down on the ground. This is bad for Villa fans. Very bad news if you're a Villa fan. Leon Bailey, non-contact injury. That is not good news. Oh, it's his Achilles, it looks like. This is bad. It's real bad for Villa. Let's see how it went. He fake shots. Let's see it from this angle. It doesn't look like Paqueta even touches him. So maybe as he like the shock from going into that fake shot, just kind of he absorbed it weird in his ankle, his Achilles region. That's kind of my expectation. He's struggling to get to his feet, but no foul, I think, in the play there whatsoever. Decent stuff here though. Here, a kick out to Digne. And Tielemans picks it up. Tielemans, some good play. Morgan Rogers goes to ground. Ref says nothing. Emerson. Still Emerson driving forward. Advantage to West Ham somehow. Kudus here on the left wing. Mohamed Kudus. Kudus sends in the cross. Gets up. After it comes back to him. Sends in another cross. A shot. Souček. Oh, yeah. Souček just kind of hoists it up there. Out for a goal kick. Good play from West Ham. Free kick here for Villa. Just in West Ham's own half. And Watkins is pleading with someone to hear him out here. Here's some play. West Ham are fouled. Ooh, bit of a collision there. Digne goes to ground. Here, a ball forward. It's headed away. Villa, though, they retain possession. Here, Emerson passes it forward. West Ham trying to hold it up and trying to mount some kind of attack here. Oh, Amadou Onana's header goes straight into the path of his own goalie. Nearly an own goal there. Doubtful that that would have happened, but here Martinez rolling the ball out, trying to find a pass. He plays it to Tielemans. Finds Pau Torres. Pau Torres with a long pass forward. Oh, foul there. Foul here. And Souček and Digne colliding a bit. Here, ball goes all the way out to Areola. West Ham have some players warming up near the touch line. Will they make any subs? Here, long pass forward by Areola. Here, Kudus chasing. Mohamed Kudus against Cash. Very good turn by Kudus. And he's rallying the West Ham crowd, now in his second season with the club. He's got a lot of pace, a lot of skill, and he did really well against Matty Cash there, winning the corner off of him. It's getting tense here with Bowen set to take this third corner of the evening for West Ham. Cross comes in. It's headed away. Oof. It's a bodacious effort there by Rodriguez. First time just tried to lace it, but to no avail. Here, West Ham trying to get some kind of bit of play here, but they lose possession. And Villa on the counter. Morgan Rogers leading the attack. Rogers out wide to Leon Bailey. Bailey steps over. Bailey plays it back to Rogers. Laid off to Tielemans. Tielemans with the shot, and Rogers. Oh, wow. What a bit of defending by the goalie and the center back there. Very good. Matty needs some cash, says Nick Fadley. Matty Cash needs something here to click for him. He's getting torched by Kudus almost every opportunity, but Kudus is one of the most explosive wingers in the league, so that's expected almost. No offense to him, it's just how good Kudus is. Here, cross comes in, back post, header in, oof, just wide. Who was going for that? Was it Watkins, it seems, went for that header? Unbeknownst to me, I'm not sure. Here, Emerson set to take this throw in. He does so. Gets it to Paqueta. Approaching the hour mark here. 3 minutes, less than 3 minutes, I should say, until we have played more than an hour here. We'll see how it goes for West Ham, if they'll make any subs. I'd like them to make some subs just because I'd like to see how some of their new recruits bed into the squad or just initially fit in. The likes of Fulkrug, Somerville, I think both of them could add a lot. Those aren't the only players. Todibo's on the bench, Wan-Bissaka. Then some more familiar faces like Cresswell, Ings, Ward-Prowse. Sky Irving, Scottish midfielder who last played, he's not a West Ham player last season. He played for Austria Klagenturf. I don't know who he is. He had 10 goals, 4 assists last season, 6 and 7 the season before. Scottish dude from the Austrian league. Kind of Brighton-esque signing there, I suppose. Here, Bowen on the ball. Paqueta. Paqueta plays it back to Bowen. Bowen with a heavy touch. It's out for a Villa throw. Here, Villa getting set to make some subs. First one looks like John Duran. The next one is number 41, who is, to my knowledge, Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey and John Duran. They have some other options as well. I'm seeing Matson there. Forgot to mention him. Philogene Bidace, player that was linked to Barca earlier in the summer, if people remember that. Buendia, also. Buendia. Barkley on the bench. Costa Nedeljkovic, right back, who just played for played for Red Star Belgrade last season. Diego Carlos as well. They got a decent bench as well, Villa. They're going to make the first changes. They have 3 injuries. Edson Alvarez, the only West Ham player out injured. Onana here with some space, looking to find a pass. Amadou Onana plays it to Morgan Rogers. Rogers with a good pass forward towards Watkins. Watkins still on his feet. Loses the ball just briefly, and now he's lost it for good as West Ham looking to counter. Kudus the outlet to Paqueta. Paqueta slows things down and brings it to Mavropanos. An hour has passed officially, and scores remain level. 1-1 thus far. Not too shabby for either side. Both in striking range. And you imagine that soon enough, there'll be a second goal. We'll also see some subs. We'll see how the subs go. But right now, Mavropanos on the ball. Plays it back. Emerson to Kilman. Kudus. Good turn. Nice change of pace from Kudus, and his shot is wayward. Very well out. Not really rooting for anyone today. Just want to see some more goals. I'd love to see like 2-3 more goals for both sides. Imagine if it finished like 5-4 or something, or 4-3. That'd be awesome. I would love that. Right now, McGinn being subbed off for Ramsey. Watkins being subbed off for Duran. Watkins goalless in his first game. I don't think I have Watkins on my FPL team, which is fine. Ollie McBurney scored for Sevilla or for Las Palmas. I need to see who he's scoring for. La Liga, please. This is amazing. Ollie McBurney's playing for Las Palmas. Ended up being an own goal for Nyanzo. Nyanzo seems like, so not really scoring, but that is wild. Here we have West Ham trying to get some build up out the back. They pass it all the way back to Areola. I'm sure there's going to be more subs made. As of right now, nothing. Here we have West Ham driving forward. Emerson lays it off to Kudus. Kudus to Paqueta. Paqueta lifts this cross towards Bowen. Misses Bowen, goes to Soufal. Soufal trying to take on Dina. He lifts the cross in. Oh, my days. Antonio's header was just so off. That was not it. Let's be real. That was not it. Good chance, but horrific execution. Wow, what a poor effort. Just ballooned over. West Ham need to make some subs, I think, personally. If I was them, I would be making subs. You look at their lineup right now. Antonio is not doing it. Bowen's been okay. Kudus is killing it. Get Somerville on the other wing. Either have Bowen come off as well and bring on Fulkrug, or have Bowen come in as the striker with Somerville and Kudus as the wings. You could even bring in Fulkrug if you really wanted to and get rid of maybe, I don't know, it's tough to say, but Rodriguez isn't doing too much. You could have Souček and Paqueta as a double pivot with possibly Bowen behind Fulkrug in like a 4-2-3-1. I could see that working. Or Kudus through the middle, Bowen on the right, Somerville on the left. Either way, I think Somerville, Fulkrug, Wan-Bissaka, or Prowse, you should start bringing them in. Like, you should have been bringing them in 5 minutes ago, in my opinion. Now, I'm not a football manager. I am not Julien Lopetegui. I don't really have a dog in the fight. I just want to see some goals. And I think they'd bring some goals. Somerville is a tantalizing prospect. He's really good. He's really talented. He absolutely smoked Liverpool at Anfield when he played for Leeds. So yeah, he's a real talent, and I rate him. And I'd like to see him get some minutes on the opening day of the season as one of the better signings that West Ham or any Premier League side have made. Especially when it's a game like Villa. Let's be real. Villa is there or thereabouts for where West Ham want to be. You know, West Ham want to be around the conversation for Europe. They're not quite there yet. They've obviously won the Conference League, the Europa Conference League recently, but that's where the buck stops in terms of Europe. You need a higher league position, I think, as a West Ham type of club. Oh, Villa are through. Oh my goodness gracious. Jean Duran has missed, hits the side of the net. Tough miss. What are you going to do about that? He was clear as day onside, too. He could have buried that. Damn. Lucas Digne with a decent pass there too. Here, Emi Martinez plays the pass to Ezri Konsa. Finds Cash. Cash plays it forward to Bailey. Is this an offside? Yeah, I think it is. Or even if it wasn't, doesn't matter. And Leon Bailey back on the ground again. He was down on the ground earlier. That is bad news for Villa, as he's now kind of on two separate occasions picked up not picked up, but he's kind of gone to ground in some kind of unexpected manner, I guess. So that's not good for Leon Bailey. Who knows what that means? Is it an injury, like a serious like thing, or is it just like some kind of slight knock he picked up just for today? We'll see. But here, a foul. Fulkrug is warming up for West Ham. Is he the only sub being made? Possibly. Nope. There is Crescencio Somerville, the new number 7 for West Ham. Amadou Onana. Onana looking for a pass. Here, Jacob Ramsey. Digne with the cross. It's blocked out for a throw-in for Villa. Villa are going to take this quickly, I believe. West Ham receiving some instructions, or the two subs for West Ham are receiving instructions right now. Somerville and Fulkrug. Here, throw-in by Digne before the subs are made, headed away by West Ham, and Antonio trying to hold it up. Loses the ball. Villa have it. It's through towards Duran. It's headed away. Some pinball action, not ping pong. But here both sides trying to grasp onto possession. And this ball through towards Antonio is ultimately nothing as Emi Martinez clears it. And here Villa have the ball again. Here Ramsey. Oh. Blocked ball there by Amadou Onana. Finds Matty Cash. And here Villa getting forward. Villa trying to squeeze it through. They can't quite. Here Kudus on the left-hand side. Kudus lays it off. It's cleared forward and Onana intercepts. Villa are just trying to stave off West Ham as much as possible before these subs are made. Makes sense, Try to retain possession as long as possible. Maybe get some of your guys to warm up. Tire out their team. Get their players on the pitch a little less warm. Or not on the pitch. Players waiting to get subbed on a little less warmed up. This is really the smartest game plan Villa could do at the moment until at least the next pause and play, at least in my opinion. Here Digne to Tielemans. Tielemans lays it off to Konsa. Konsa to Cash. Cash to Bailey. Bailey sends in the cross. It's cleared here by Kilman. Wonder if these subs are going to be made before this corner. Bailey being told to pause. 71 minutes have elapsed. Here, a cross comes in from Bailey. It's punched away in the foul, according to the ref, because Antonio went to ground. Here's the delivery once again by Leon Bailey. See how it goes this time. Leon Bailey, the cross in from the corner, punched away by Alphonse Areola. Only so far as Matty Cash, who heads it. Here, Kudus with a brilliant, oh my days, what an interception by Cash. Cash with a great header. Can't deny that whatsoever. Very, very good bit of defending there by him. Ward-Prowse, Somerville, and Fulkrug being subbed on. Looks like Bowen off for Somerville. Antonio off for Fulkrug. And Paqueta off for Ward-Prowse. All three players being subbed off, I would imagine. I mean, at least last season were star players at Villa. So you're bringing in a signing from last season, Ward-Prowse, who's arguably the most underrated set piece taker he's like one of the best or most underrated in the league. Crescencio Somerville, very exciting prospect, played really well for Leeds when they were in the Premier League. Last time they were in the Premier League, I should say. Now this time round, it's very exciting just to generally see how he's going to perform. I have some fears of him based on the fact that he played for Leeds and scored against Liverpool at Anfield, so I kind of expect him to be pretty good. But here, Villa set to make 2 subs. The first sub is Maatsen being subbed on for, I believe this is Lucas Digne. Yep. So Ian Maatsen on for Digne. And then Leon Bailey is being subbed off as well for Philogene. Philogene linked to Barcelona earlier this summer. The whole saga which unfolded with him and his agent. Hey, yo, Adam. What's good, brother? How you doing, mate? 1-1, 74 minutes elapsed. Maatsen and Philogene subbed on for Villa. You also just saw a triple switch for West Ham of Fulkrug, Somerville, and Ward-Prowse taking on Antonio, Bowens, and Paqueta's positions, respectively, I should say. Here, West Ham mounting an attack. Kudus stops, controls the ball really well. Here, Rodriguez plays it out to Soufal. Soufal with the cross. It's headed away. And here, Emerson riding forward. Somerville to Kilman. Somerville here on the left flank. 1-on-1. Somerville once again, some step overs. Stops once again, gets it to Emerson. Somerville plays it to... Ooh, that was a wild shot from distance. Gets blocked. Kudus with the cross in. It's headed away. And West Ham have a corner. They're going to be pretty excited about this one, I imagine. Ward-Prowse in now. Fulkrug a target. Mavropanos a target. Kilman a target. Souček a target. Some definite options there in the box. The 4th corner of the evening for West Ham. Villa's had 7 corners in total. James Ward-Prowse set to take this after 75 minutes and 45 seconds. He swings it in to the back post. It's headed away. Here, Rodriguez plays it to Kudus. Kudus tries to get on his left foot, just slips a bit, loses possession. Emerson pressing up. Ball off him for a throw-in for Villa. Ian Maatsen, signed from Chelsea, was at Borussia Dortmund last season. Played in the Champions League final. Very talented fullback. Great option for Villa to have, especially now that they're in the Champions League. Exciting stuff for Villa and Maatsen alike. Here, Alphonse Areola, ball back with him. He gets it to Kilman, new West Ham center back. Signed from Wolves this summer. Mavropanos driving forward. Looking for a long diagonal, and he finds it. He's trying to get it to Somerville, but a comfortable header there away by Matty Cash into the gloves of Emi Martinez. Been a decent game thus far. Game's still in the balance. I feel like anything can happen. Just one tiny mistake, just a slight error in play or in the build-up, and one of these sides can be regretting it very easily. That's a good pass forward by Cash. Ends up working out as almost a dummy into the path of Duran. Duran here, still retaining the ball, but West Ham win it back. And Somerville getting forward down the left. Somerville stops. He loses possession. And here Villa looking to attack. Tielemans, center of the pitch. Duran gets it to Ezri Konsa, the center circle. Pau Torres lofts the ball forward to Maatsen. Maatsen lays it off. And Villa have scored. What a goal that is by John Duran. If you had him in your FPL team, congratulations. That was a clean bit of play by Villa. I didn't see who got the assist there on the left, but West Ham's transfer... I mean, West Ham might have won the transfer window. Doesn't matter today. Very, very, very cohesive bit of play there from Villa. Amadou Onana there hyping up John Duran. Debutant goal scored, hyping up his teammate. Morgan Rogers, Pau Torres, all coming over to celebrate with John Duran. He himself looks pretty enthralled. It was a clean finish. Colombian's been on great form under Unai Emery. Let's see this again. So first bit is totally onside. Second, yeah, eventually he's onside. Initial ball's not towards him. So it's a ball towards, I believe, Maatsen, and then Maatsen to Ramsey, I believe. Yep. Jacob Ramsey with the assist. Morgan Rogers celebrating with Jean Duran. Some good play here from Villa to take the lead with just over 10 minutes of regular time to be played, stoppage time included. We'll probably extend it to like 12 minutes of game time left. See how it goes. Here, West Ham on the ball. Can they find a late equalizer? They haven't had the best of days today, West Ham. Villa looks like they're charging forward towards breaking that. Breaking that kind of streak of not winning on the opening day. But West Ham still has just around 10 minutes plus stoppage time to do so. It's looking interesting if you're a Villa fan. They've got some very talented options. They did well in the transfer window as well. I mean, some of these players that they brought in, Samuel Elling Jr., Philogene, Amadou Onana, were questioned. I think that Emery is the type of manager who gets the most out of his players regardless. So whoever they really do bring in, as long as there is a certain level of talent, which there is according to what I've seen from a lot of these players, if there's that, Emery can make something out of a player. And this is just such a great goal, great team goal here. Torres linking up to Maatsen, linking up to Ramsey, linking up to John Duran. Just very fluid by Villa. Can't hate on that whatsoever. Now he's kind of talking to Konsa. Villa's next 3 fixtures, Arsenal at home, Leicester away, and Everton at home. And I wonder if they'll show West Ham's. Here, a sub is being made where I believe that's Matty Cash has been subbed off. And Nedeljkovic has come in as the backup right back for Villa. 18-year-old Serbian right back from Red Star Belgrade. We'll see how he slots into Emery's tactics and his squad. I imagine he wasn't anticipating having to sub him on, but it looked like Cash just simply could not continue anymore. So here, a bit of a deflection after Maatsen tries to find that pass forward. Here in the Nedeljkovic takes his first touch. Plays it in towards Tielemans. Tielemans with a good pass forward. And Villa looking to counter. Villa are countering. Maatsen with the cross. It's blocked. Oh, some crazy stuff going on. Nothing, no foul according to the ref. Maybe an offside there. I don't know what's going on, but the play has froze. I never ended final result prediction poll. We had West Ham winning in chat. Chat, what happened? Why y'all predicting West Ham to win on YouTube poll chat? Jean-Claire Todibo and Danny Ings set to come on for West Ham. Todibo, I imagine, comes on for one of either Mavropanos or Kilman. Ings, I mean, beats me as to who Ings comes on for. Maybe Bowen. Here, Villain. Here, Villa getting forward, and Jacob Ramsey takes the shot. It's blocked, but Areola picks it up and catches it pretty comfortably. So far, just a single goal to separate the sides. Villa's been knocking on the door for a third, but they haven't been able to latch onto it. So they're just kind of hoping that West Ham can't find this equalizer while doing their best to keep West Ham away. But right now, West Ham have possession. They're about to get into Villa's own half. A great tackle there by Amadou Onana to stop that play in its tracks. A foul, though, by West Ham on Tielemans leads to a Villa free kick. Lopetegui looking to make these subs, I imagine, now. The Villa fans chanting. Todibo on, Soufal off. Rodriguez off, Ings on. Okay, interesting. We'll see how that ends up taking shape across the rest of the game. Here, Kudus taking on Maatsen. Kudus still loses possession. Maatsen driving forward. Jacob Ramsey on the left here. Himself gets it to John Duran. Duran to Tielemans. Tielemans looking for a pass, and he finds it in the shape of Ezri Konsa. Here, Nedeljkovic loses possession. West Ham are getting forward. Crescencio Somerville. Somerville lifts in the cross. What a save by Emi Martinez. Fulkrug gets his header on target, but Martinez commits to that really well, and it's a great save. He is in some pain, though. This is the second time he's winced and held his left side. Something's up, whether it's his back or his hip. But he's hurting a bit. Pretty comfortable save to make. Takes a bit of a deflection on the cross there to find. It wasn't Fulkrug with the header, it was Ings. Danny Ings who connected. They showed Fulkrug initially on the camera, but it was Danny Ings who connected. And here, Jean Duran's going to try to hold this up. And Jean-Claire Todibo versus Jean Duran. And Rogers upset as Jean Duran was fouled. Rogers wanted to continue that play, but alas, nothing happened. So now there is a bit of pause and play for John Duran to tie his shoe, and I believe after that they're going to take this free kick, Villa. It's been a decent game, nothing too crazy. Here's the delivery for Villa, headed away. Coming back towards Tielemans. Tielemans lets it bounce out for a Villa throw-in. Great catch by Areola. West Ham looking to find this equalizer with just 2 minutes and stoppage time to go. Here, West Ham getting forward. A cross comes in. Somerville. Oh, that was nearly really poor from Jaden Philogene. He kind of just sliced the ball trying to clear it. Didn't manage to get anything out of it, leading to nearly Somerville latching onto it. But obviously, Emi Martinez, the talented goalie he is, he's always going to kind of rush out to deal with that pretty comfortably. He was reacquired from Hull for 23 mil. Sold to Hull in summer of 2023 for 6 mil. Weird. I didn't know that bit of it. Somerville here gets tackled, and Philogene gives away the foul. Yellow card also for Jaden Philogene. Barcelona legend, Jaden Philogene, might I say. Just half a minute of regular time and then stoppage time for the second half. James Ward-Prowse sets to take this free kick for West Ham. It's going to be an interesting one. Here to the back post. Cross comes in. West Ham nearly had a chance, but it's cleared by a Villa defender. Here, Crescencio Somerville to Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse, the furthest back outfield player, now to Somerville. Somerville to Areola. 7 minutes of stoppage time have been allotted. World Cup minutes for real. Here, Villa win back the ball. They're fouled, and it's a free kick for Villa. Yeah, this is definitely going to be one of those moments, so to speak, where Villa's just going to have to hold on, and if they don't, they don't. It's going to get tenser and tenser, I imagine, as the minutes tick up. And as of right now, we see Villa clear it forward, headed away. Villa player is down on the ground, but West Ham don't mind, and they continue attacking, but John Duran's on the ground, and looks like Mavropanos is upset, thinks he's wasting time. Mavropanos pleading with the ref like, yo, he's fine. Let's see the replay of this. wasn't really the craziest. I mean, he was punching the ground there. I don't think you need to be punching the ground, John Duran. That did not look like you were suffering a lot of pain, pal. I was nearly sold by the punching of the ground, but I don't believe it. That was a lot. Here, West Ham trying to get some sort of build up, and they get the ball out wide, and the cross comes in, and it's bouncing around. In Somerville, it's cleared out, though, by Nedeljkovic. New right back for Villa. Some solid bit of play from West Ham. They have another set piece here. James Ward-Prowse set to take this corner. 5 minutes of extra time remain. Cross comes in. Back post. No foul, according to the ref on Emi Martinez. Ball goes out. Somerville. No, it doesn't go out. Somerville just keeps it in. Here. Free kick for Villa. John Duran holding his shins. He was fouled there once again. See this real quick. Here, Emi Martinez set to take a free kick almost near the center circle. Gonna hoove it forward, I imagine, for West Ham to keep it out of any sort of meaningful area defensively for them. West Ham, or for Villa, I should say, not West Ham previously. Villa here do pick up the ball. They pass it all the way back to Martinez. Martinez here gonna look for a pass, and he hooves it long. Villa pick up the ball high up the pitch. Morgan Rogers with the turn. Philogene plays it back to Nedeljkovic. Nedeljkovic to Philogene. Onana. Nedeljkovic. He loses possession. West Ham have the ball. Kilman. Emerson. Emerson's been subbed off, isn't he? Who is that? That was Todibo, my bad. Todibo's playing right back. Forgot about that. Here, Konsa passes it back to Martinez. Emiliano Martinez just lifts it over a West Ham player who's trying to control that. Somerville tries to get the back heel there. Some good defending here by West Ham to continue winning the ball. Villa, though, aren't giving up. Morgan Rogers goes to ground. Villa here trying to counter. Tielemans. Oh, and a really good pass here to start this counter. Matson. Once again. Cross to the back post. Philogene. Jaden Philogene. Shot is more of like a half cross across the face of goal. Takes a bounce and is headed away. 2 minutes of added time to go. See how that ends up manifesting for Villa and West Ham. Here, Mavropanos clears it. West Ham clearly want that equalizer. Here, Jean-Claire Todibo to Mavropanos. Seven minutes additional time seems normal these days. Yeah, but I feel like nowadays they're, at least this season and the end of last season, I felt like they were starting to try to roll it back a bit, you know, where we were seeing less of like the 5+ ones, whereas more so like 4 and 3 again. But I feel like it does depend on the game. This one had a couple of stoppages that definitely played into it. Here's a pass to James Ward-Prowse in the last minute of stoppage time. Good ball out to Crescencio Somerville. Somerville lifts the cross to the back post. Kudus to target. He controls it. Mohamed Kudus back to Souček. Oh! Souček just missed. He missed an absolute sitter. Wow, mate. Oh, my days. And Konsa getting hyped up by his team. Souček can't believe it. He's a little hurt too. Let's see. Kudus lifts this cross. Oof. Let's see this once again. A header by Souček. It gets chested away by Konsa, and then Souček tries to lace it through on the return from like an inch away from goal, but just blazes it over the crossbar. I think that is that, though, ladies and gentlemen, based on the amount of time we've been given. It seems as if that'll be West Ham's last opportunity to equalize. Very solid game, to evenly matched sides going for it. Ultimately, seeing Villa come out on top, it seems. Here's a long goal kick by Emiliano Martinez, and it bounces forward towards Alphonse Areola. I imagine he's going to kick in. It's going to be a blown whistle. The ref blows his whistle, and that is that. Full-time score, West Ham 1, Aston Villa 2. Aston Villa winning away from home for the first time against West Ham in 9 games, winning their opening game of the season for the first time. And I mean, they've been winless in the last 3 seasons. They've lost, I believe, in the last 3 seasons as well. So a big testament to the Unai Emery project. Aston Villa gets a big win. John Duran with a big goal himself. What a victory. Subscribe if you're new. Like if you enjoyed the stream. Comment down below with your thoughts on this game and your thoughts on the game week and Premier League season in general. I want to hear what you have to say. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sideline.